Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Bulgarian ebook before it's gone. Most people who learn a foreign language learn it so that they can one day have real-life conversations with native speakers. When you start out learning and crack open your first textbook or listen to your first podcast, having a real conversation can feel like a fantasy. When everything about a language feels new, it can be overwhelming. But this couldn't be further from the truth. While it does take a significant amount of time and effort to become fluent, having a conversation might not be as far off as you think. In this video, we'll look at 3 ways you can boost your conversational skills and start talking to native speakers. Number 1. Find native speakers and practice with them. It's unlikely you live near a big group of native speakers to practice with. If you happen to be in a major or international city, your chances may be better. Check and see if your city has a general language exchange. Chances are there could be a native speaker there who is also trying to learn another language. Practicing in person with a native speaker is probably the most interesting option for honing your speaking skills. But if you can't find anyone where you live, the next best option is to look online. Luckily for language learners, the past 10 years or so have seen an explosion in online language exchange sites. On these websites, you can search for someone who is a native speaker of your target language and is also learning your native language. The idea behind a language exchange is that you communicate with them via video or text chat, and half of the time, they help you practice your target language. And for the other half, you help them practice theirs. Practicing via an online language exchange is a highly effective way to practice your conversational skills. Number 2, work on pronunciation. Pronunciation is often an overlooked skill when it comes to learning a foreign language. Most people think of a good foreign accent as a luxury rather than a necessity. But what most people don't talk about is how having a good accent boosts your listening and comprehension skills. If you can hear a sound from a foreign language and know how to make it yourself, then you're more likely to understand native speakers when they talk at normal speed, and you're also more likely to remember any new words or phrases you come across. Having a good accent means that the language no longer sounds foreign. Instead, it sounds familiar, maybe even natural. So how do you go about perfecting your accent? The best way is to break down the language into its individual sounds. Make note of any sounds that are the same or similar to your native language and of those that are different. Of the sounds that are different, spend your time practicing the ones that you find the hardest to say correctly. After you're comfortable with the individual sounds, you can start linking together words and phrases. This is where accent practice starts to get really fun and interesting. Get your hands on some native speaker audio from a TV show, song, or podcast. Play the audio back and listen closely a few times. Take note of how words blend together in speech. Then, do your best to imitate what you hear, trying to match the speaker's emphasis and intonation. Our language learning program's playback feature is perfect for this. Record yourself and compare it to the original recording. Rinse and repeat until you're comfortable with the audio selection, and then move on to something more difficult. This is how you can break through the accent barrier and really start to make the language your own. Number 3, learn phrases, not just individual words. Learning grammar and individual words is great, but it's not the only approach you should take if you want to speak fluently. In addition to your regular grammar and vocabulary, try learning whole phrases, even if you aren't totally sure how they work grammatically. Learn phrases that are specific to your needs. It's a good idea to learn phrases that are grouped around a certain setting or subject, such as simple greetings or introductions, questions for getting to know someone, or traveling comfortably. You can even learn filler phrases, which you can use so that you have something to say when, well, you don't know what to say. Learning phrases like this will help you become conversational faster. You may not understand what you're saying literally, but as long as you know the general meaning behind the phrase and know when to use it, you'll be able to talk like a native. Eventually, your knowledge of grammar and vocabulary should catch up with the phrases you know. Learning a new language should feel like an adventure. There will be plateaus and periods in your learning where it feels like you're hitting a wall, but being able to speak with native speakers and have real conversations will help you combat language fatigue. After all, talking to someone face-to-face in a foreign language is one of the main reasons we start learning in the first place. And for even more ways to gain conversation skills, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Ставай вече. 7:30 е.
Още 5 минути само.
Пак ще закъснееш.
Да.
Както искаш. Аз излизам за работа.
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Ставам.
To get up.
Ставам. Ставам. Половина.
Half.
Половина. Половина. Минута.
Minute.
Минута. Минута. Само.
Just. Only.
Само. Само. Закъснявам.
To be late.
Закъснявам. Закъснявам. Както.
As.
Както. Както. Искам.
To want. To wish.
Искам. Искам. Аз.
I.
Аз. Аз. Излизам.
To go out.
Излизам. Излизам. Работа.
Work. Job.
Работа. Работа.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Ставай вече. 7:30 е.
Още 5 минути само.
Пак ще закъснееш.
Да.
Както искаш. Аз излизам за работа.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson. Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Еленке, я кажи, ти инсталирала ли си нещо на компютъра?
Не, не съм.
Ами защо играта, която винаги играя, не може да стартира?
Не знам, Ники.
Кой може да знае? Кирил, разбира се.
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Казвам.
To say.
Казвам. Казвам. Ти.
You.
Ти. Ти. Инсталирам.
To install.
Инсталирам. Инсталирам. Компютър.
Computer.
Компютър. Компютър. Игра.
Game. Play.
Игра. Игра. Играя.
To play.
Играя. Играя. Стартирам.
To start. To run.
Стартирам. Стартирам. Знам.
To know.
Знам. Знам. Разбира се.
Of course.
Разбира се. Разбира се.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Еленке, я кажи, ти инсталирала ли си нещо на компютъра?
Не, не съм.
Ами защо играта, която винаги играя, не може да стартира?
Не знам, Ники.
Кой може да знае? Кирил, разбира се.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Today we're going to talk about 4 techniques to help you stop translating in your head and instead start thinking in your target language. This will allow you to have conversations with ease, read smoothly, and better understand native speakers. These are 4 methods to help you think in a new language. Number 1. Surround yourself with your target language. This way, you'll be completely immersed in the language. Without realizing it, you'll learn pronunciation, sentence structures, grammar, and new vocabulary. Play music in the background while you're cooking, or have a radio station on while you study. Just use one of our endless podcasts available to you. These are easy to listen to in the background while doing other things. Number 2. Learn through observation. This is how we all learned our native languages as kids. Words will develop their own meanings that relate better to your target language, rather than meanings that are translated directly. Number 3. Speak out loud to yourself. Even if you're a little embarrassed, it forces you to listen to how you speak. It makes it much easier to spot simple grammar mistakes. Number 4. Practice daily. If you practice everything for only one day, you won't retain the information you learned. The brain can realistically only focus for about 30 minutes. So studying a little every day allows you to absorb better. Follow these steps and have patience. You'll soon be able to achieve your language learning goals. Just make sure to remember these 4 methods. Sign up for your free lifetime account. No credit card required, and you'll get the best free online resources. And start learning more every day.
Okay, hi everyone! How are you today? I'm your host Daria, and this is an episode of BulgarianPod101.com. Maybe one of the most important episodes because it gives you the top 25 Bulgarian phrases that they are. I mean, these are key phrases that you need to start a conversation, to introduce yourself, to say the basic phrases of every language. So if you want to be 25 Bulgarian phrases ahead of the rest of the people who don't know those, grab a pen and a notebook and let's start.
Здравей. Здравей. Hello.
How to start? How should we start? I think there's no better way to start but to say здравей. Zdravey. Hello. Well, hello everyone. Zdravey is like an informal way to say it. You can say здравейте, the formal one. Also plural, yeah. You can say здравейте to multiple people. And also if you hear that some Bulgarian people say zdrasti, zdrasti, this is the short version of hello. Just hi.
Добро утро. Добро утро. Good morning.
How do you usually start the day? If you see somebody, you would greet them with Добро утро. Добро утро. Good morning. This phrase I love a lot because of the vibration of it. Добро утро. Practice your R's in this phrase. Also, I like to use it because we're one step ahead of our southern neighbors, the Greek people, who don't even have a phrase for good morning. They just start from Kalimera, which is the day. I don't know why nobody celebrates the morning over there. We do.
Добър ден. Добър ден. Good afternoon.
Moving on later in the day. Добър ден. Добър ден. Good afternoon. Now, here's the tricky part because it may be 10 a.m. in the morning, but you can hear a Bulgarian saying добър ден, which literally is good afternoon, but we use it more as good day to you. So remember it, добър ден.
Лека нощ. Лека нощ. Good night.
When you go to bed, you would hear a Bulgarian person wishing you leka noșt. Leka noșt. This is good night. Good night, good night. I remember a song from my childhood. There was a television show just before the little kids would go to bed. And the show was called Leka noșt deța. Good night, children. Deța. And it was about a character named Sâncho. Sâncho, which is like a sleepy boy. Anyway, memories from my childhood. Moving on.
Как се казваш? Как се казваш? What's your name?
Now that you've learned how to greet people according to the part of the day your encounter is happening, how to properly introduce yourself? You can ask them for their name. Как се казваш? Как се казваш? This is pretty much asking what's your name. You can also make it plural or formal by saying те at the end. Как се казва те? What is your name? Formal. And how do we reply to that?
Аз съм Майя. Аз съм Майя. I'm Maya.
Аз съм Дария. Аз съм Дария. Аз съм Дария. This is a way of saying I am Daria. And what do we usually add after that, after we introduce our name?
Приятно ми е да се запознаем. Приятно ми е да се запознаем. Nice to meet you.
Usually after we say our name, we would add приятно ми е да се запознаем. Right? It's very simple. Приятно ми е да се запознаем. Nice to meet you. Now, you can just use the first part of this phrase, which is приятно ми е. It's nice. That's pretty much enough for Bulgarian. But if you want to sound more like a true Bulgarian, you gotta say приятно ми е да се запознаем.
Как си? Как си? How are you?
Как си? Как си? How are you? This is a classic question you can ask anybody, and it's a door opener, by the way. I've heard it use it quite a lot in the US or other countries. However, please, I beg of you, when you ask как си, really show interest and really mean it. Как си?
Благодаря, добре. А ти? Благодаря, добре. А ти? I'm fine, thanks. And you?
And usually there is the answer. Благодаря, добре. А ти? Благодаря, добре. А ти? Literally, I'm fine, thank you. And how about you? Благодаря, добре. Благодаря, добре. А ти? I'm fine, thanks. And you? Literally, благодаря is thank you, добре is good. Thank you, good. А ти and you. You can juggle with that, or you can say how you really feel. You may be moody, you may be happy, you may be anxious. So you can add whatever you like in that little phrase. Благодаря, добре. Благодаря, не добре.
Моля. Моля. Please.
Моля. Моля. It's a very important word because it shows politeness. It shows good intention. This is the Bulgarian word for please. Please. Also, moля means I beg you, I beg of you. But you can also add it to any sentence if you would like to request something. And we'll see later on how to use моля.
Благодаря. Благодаря. Thank you.
The next word is a very important one because it shows gratitude. Благодаря. Благодаря. One word. It means thank you. But the root of the word is благо, which is the best things or the nice things. Даря, I'm gifting them to you. Like nice things I'm giving. So you can say благодаря. But also for people who don't feel confident in saying this long word in Bulgarian, it's fine for you to use the French merci, because we've stolen that one in our language.
Пак заповядай. Пак заповядай. You're welcome.
And usually if you say благодаря, you can say right afterwards, пак заповядай. Пак заповядай. You are welcome. And you have the nicest of nicest things in your relationship with the person you have just met. Nice base to work on from then on.
Да. Yes.
Here are the two most important words to reply a yes and no question, which are the words yes and no. Da in Bulgarian means yes.
Не. No.
Ne in Bulgarian means no. But don't confuse it with the type of nodding, because all over the world, this means da and this means ne. But only in Bulgaria, it's vice versa. So this would mean no, and this would mean yes. Not ne, da. Why? I can't even tell you. I can't. Some psychology thing, sociology, I don't know.
Добре. Okay.
Remember the phrase that we've used before? Благодаря, добре. Replying to how are you feeling today? Good, thank you. Good. This is the word добре. Добре. This means okay in Bulgarian, and it's okay to use it as much as possible, just because of the good vibration of it. Добре, добре.
Извинете. Извинете. Excuse me.
Another of the top 25 Bulgarian phrases that everybody should know is извинете. Извинете. Excuse me. Yes, people should learn how to use this word as much as possible because, first of all, Bulgarian people rarely use it. Why? If they step on your foot or they push you or punch you, do something horrible to you, they would say, Opa. They may even crush your car and they will say, Opa, which literally is oops. They would not say, excuse me, I apologize, and they would just go away. Yeah, because we are such people. But really, a lot of people say opa. Opa, which is, I think it's a Greek word as well. Opa. Opa! Opa, hey. Okay.
Съжалявам. Съжалявам. I'm sorry.
Another good word to use is съжалявам. Съжалявам. Now, this means I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, but a lot of people find difficulty pronouncing the... Now I'm having difficulty speaking. Pronouncing the in the beginning, because we have this sound. The Brazilian people would understand perfectly what I'm talking about because they have this sound. But if you don't, stress on съжалявам. Съжалявам. It actually makes your body feel good after you say it. So I'm sorry. Use it as much as you can.
Колко е часът? Колко е часът? What time is it?
So you're walking the streets of Sofia or Plovdiv, and you have a meeting with a local person to show you around. You've agreed to meet at 2 o'clock somewhere, but you don't have a watch. The battery on your phone is dead, so there is no way for you to know is it 2 o'clock already or not. Here is a way to ask for it. Колко е часът? Колко е часът? What's the time? Usually, as an answer, you would get just a number. 2, 2, 2 часа, 3 часа, 4, and it's useful if you know the Bulgarian numbers.
Къде е туалетната? Къде е туалетната? Where is the restroom?
Another very useful phrase, which is definitely among the top 25 Bulgarian phrases you should know, is this one. Къде е туалетната? Къде е туалетната? The double O. Okay, where is the restroom? I don't know why I feel saying that learning this will open a lot of doors for you. Hopefully it will open a lot of doors for you and you don't have to wait in front of the restroom. But in Bulgaria, there are a lot of public restrooms around, or you can use any cafe or restaurant for this. And literally, you can just say toilet and they'll understand you because toilet, toaletna. Very similar.
Изчакайте за момент. Изчакайте за момент. Wait a moment.
Here's another phrase. If you hear somebody say, изчакайте за момент, изчакайте за момент. They usually mean wait a moment. I hope you don't hear this in front of the restroom door, but in case that happens, you know that you have to wait. Hey, sometimes in life you have to wait for the good things to come and to happen to you.
Колко струва това? Колко струва това? How much is this?
So you've had a wonderful day sightseeing and you've met the local person and then you enter a souvenir shop. But in the souvenir shop there is no price announced. Now, if that happens, you can ask, колко струва това? Колко струва това? How much is this? And again, they'll give you a number as an answer. So it's always handy and good to learn the Bulgarian numbers first.
Помощ. Помощ. Help.
If you need help, ask for it. You can say помощ. Помощ. Help. Yell it as loud as you can. Помощ. Помощ. It's a funny thing that we Bulgarians have been exposed so much to Western movies that almost everybody would know the English version of помощ, which is help. However, you will sound like a true Bulgarian if you learn помощ.
До скоро. До скоро. See you later.
We are almost towards the end. It seems proper that I give you 2 phrases of how to part with people. So bear with me. До скоро. До скоро means see you later.
Довиждане. Довиждане. Goodbye.
Another word would be довиждане. Довиждане. Goodbye. And don't be afraid to use the Italian ciao because it's so short and so easy and everybody uses it. And this is another foreign word that we have stolen and claimed in our Bulgarian language.
Не знам. Не знам. I don't know.
Не знам. Не знам. This is a way of saying I don't know. And in my personal opinion, this phrase can get you out of almost any situation. Whatever they ask you, you just say не знам, and you can add български at the end of that sentence. For example, не знам български. And that will be enough for the people to leave you alone. If you do know Bulgarian, which you do by watching BulgarianPod101.com, you can just say знам. I know български. Bulgarian. Знам български. I know Bulgarian. Great. Seems like we've reached the end of this episode of BulgarianPod101.com, and you now know the top 25 Bulgarian phrases everybody should know. Great! That's amazing. I'm proud of you. And by the way, for more Bulgarian, click subscribe here under this video. Leave me a comment about which of this you would say to a stranger, or go to BulgarianPod101.com for more lessons in Bulgarian. I'm your host Daria, and I can't wait until I meet you next time. Until then, do skoro!
Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary, followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Тате, ще ми помогнеш ли за малко за този проект?
За домашно ли е?
Това не е домашно, а проект. Нали вече съм студент?
Колко бързо минава времето.
Тате, ще ми помогнеш ли или не?
Да.
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Помагам. To help. Помагам. Помагам. Малко. A little. Малко. Малко. Проект. Project. Проект. Проект. Домашно. Homework. Домашно. Домашно. Студент. University student. Студент. Студент. Бързо. Fast. Бързо. Бързо. Минавам. Pass. Минавам. Минавам. Време. Time. Време. Време.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Тате, ще ми помогнеш ли за малко за този проект?
За домашно ли е?
Това не е домашно, а проект. Нали вече съм студент?
Колко бързо минава времето.
Тате, ще ми помогнеш ли или не?
Да.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
In this video, you will learn 20 of the most common words and phrases in Bulgarian. Hi everybody! My name is Daria and welcome to the 800 Core Bulgarian Words and Phrases video series. This video series will teach you the 800 most common words and phrases in Bulgarian. But there is a catch. With each new lesson in this series, we'll include the previous lessons at the end. So, after you've learned the new words and phrases, stick around and review what you learned in previous lessons. Reviewing is one of the most important parts of learning a language. You can also get the full list right now at BulgarianPod101.com. Click the link in the description to access more example sentences, create your own flashcard decks, and finally, master Bulgarian. Okay, let's get started. First is banan, banana. Banan, banan, banana. Закусвам с един банан. I have a banana for breakfast. Закусвам с един банан. Ябълка. Apple. Ябълка. Ябълка. Apple. Колко ябълки искате? How many apples do you want? Колко ябълки искате? Грозде. Grape. Грозде.
Грозде. Grape. Лозницата на терасата обикновено е с десертно грозде. The vine above the terrace usually bears dessert type of grapes. Лозницата над терасата обикновено е с десертно грозде. Диня. Watermelon. Диня. Диня. Watermelon. Тя купи огромна диня. She bought a huge watermelon. Тя купи огромна диня. Птица. Bird. Птица. Птица. Bird. Песента на птиците ги събуди рано сутринта. Bird songs woke them up early in the morning. Песента на птиците ги събуди рано сутринта. Мишка. Mouse. Мишка. Мишка. Mouse. Мишката яде грозде. The mouse is eating a grape. Мишката яде грозде. Слънце. Sun. Слънце. Слънце. Sun. Слънцето залязва над синия океан. The sun sets behind the blue ocean. Слънцето залязва над синия океан. Време. Weather. Време. Време. Weather. Това време е ужасно. This weather is horrible. Това време е ужасно. Градус. Degree. Градус. Градус. Degree. Навън е едва 1 градус. It's barely 1 degree outside. Навън е едва 1 градус. Жена. Woman. Жена. Жена. Woman. Жената ти се усмихва. The woman is smiling at you. Жената ти се усмихва. Мъж. Man. Мъж. Мъж. Man. Този мъж е шефът ми. This man is my boss. Този мъж е шефът ми. Приятелка. Girlfriend. Приятелка. Приятелка. Girlfriend. Приятелката ми ще бъде тук скоро. My girlfriend will be here soon. Приятелката ми ще бъде тук скоро. Приятел. Boyfriend. Приятел. Приятел. Boyfriend. Искам да избера вратовръзка за приятеля ми. I want to choose a tie for my boyfriend. Искам да избера вратовръзка за приятеля ми. Влак. Train. Влак. Влак. Train. Кога ще дойде следващият влак? What time will the next train come? Кога ще дойде следващият влак? Самолет. Airplane. Самолет. Самолет. Airplane. В момента се качвам на самолета. I'm boarding the airplane right now. В момента се качвам на самолета. Автобус. Bus. Автобус. Автобус. Bus. Учениците се возят в автобуса. The students ride the bus. Учениците се возят в автобуса. Такси. Taxi. Такси. Такси. Taxi. Закъснявам, а няма таксита. I'm late, but there are no taxis. Закъснявам, а няма таксита. Спанак. Spinach. Спанак. Спанак. Spinach. Детето не обича вкуса на спанака. The child does not like the taste of spinach. Детето не обича вкуса на спанака. Делфин. Dolphin. Делфин. Делфин. Dolphin. Делфинът плува в океана. The dolphin is swimming in the ocean. Делфинът плува в океана. Калмар. Squid. Калмар. Калмар. Squid. Калмарите плуват близо до кораловия риф. The squid are swimming near the coral reef. Калмарите плуват близо до кораловия риф. Well done! In this lesson, you expanded your vocabulary and learned 20 new useful words. Click the link in the description and sign up for free at bulgarianpod101.com to get access to the full list of vocabulary you need for daily life conversations. You'll also get example sentences, custom flashcard text, and more learning resources. See you next time! Довиждане! In this video, you will learn 20 of the most common words and phrases in Bulgarian. Hi everybody! My name is Daria. Welcome to the 800th Core Bulgarian Words and Phrases video series. This series will teach you the 800 most common words and phrases in Bulgarian. But there is a twist. With each new lesson in this series, we'll include the previous lessons at the end. So, after you have learned the new words and phrases, stick around and review what you learned in previous lessons. Reviewing is one of the most important parts of learning a language. You can also get the full list right now at BulgarianPod101.com. Click the link in the description to access more example sentences, create your own flashcard decks, and finally, master Bulgarian. Okay, let's get started. First is kuche, dog. Kuche, kuche, dog. Аз имам куче. I have a dog. Аз имам куче. Котка, cat. Котка, котка, cat. Котката ми обича да подремва след обяд. My cat likes to take a nap in the afternoon. Котката ми обича да подремва след обяд. Хамстер, hamster. Хамстер, хамстер. Hamster. Хамстерите обичат да спят през деня. Hamsters like to sleep during the day. Хамстерите обичат да спят през деня. Топъл, warm. Топъл, топъл, warm. Красиво и топло утро е. It's a beautiful and warm morning. Красиво и топло утро е. Валя, rain. Валя, валя, rain. Едва успях да се прибера и навън започна да вали. I barely managed to get home and it started raining outside. Едва успях да се прибера и навън започна да вали. Домат, tomato. Домат, домат. Tomato. Не обичам да ям домати. I don't like eating tomatoes. Не обичам да ям домати. Ягода, strawberry. Ягода, ягода. Strawberry. Сладоледът с вкус на ягода е най-добрият. Strawberry ice cream is the best. Сладоледът с вкус на ягода е най-добрият. Череша, cherry. Череша, череша. Cherry. Цеденото кисело мляко може да се поднесе с сладко от смокини, сладко от череши или мед. Strained yogurt can be served with fig jam, cherry jam, or honey. Цеденото кисело мляко може да се поднесе с сладко от смокини, сладко от череши или мед. Дете. Child. Дете. Дете. Child. Всяко дете трябва да знае произхода си. Every child needs to know his or her origin. Всяко дете трябва да знае за произхода си. Приятел. Friend. Приятел. Приятел. Friend. Говоря си с един приятел на улицата. I'm talking with a friend on the street. Говоря си с един приятел на улицата. Възрастен. Adult. Възрастен. Възрастен. Adult. Възрастните хора често забравят да мечтаят. Adults often forget to dream. Възрастните хора често забравят да мечтаят. Велосипед. Bicycle. Велосипед. Велосипед. Bicycle. Велосипедът ми е стар. My bicycle is old. Велосипедът ми е стар. Кола. Car. Кола. Кола. Car. Зад теб има една кола. There's a car behind you. Зад теб има една кола. Мотор. Motorcycle. Мотор. Мотор. Motorcycle. Не мога да карам мотор. I can't ride a motorcycle. Не мога да карам мотор. Скутер. Scooter. Скутер. Скутер. Scooter. Някой е откраднал скутера. Someone stole the scooter. Някой е откраднал скутера. Лодка. Boat. Лодка. Лодка. Boat. Капитанът направи внезапен завой и един от пътниците в лодката падна в реката. The captain made a sudden turn, and one of the passengers on the boat fell into the river. Капитанът направи внезапен завой и един от пътниците в лодката падна в реката. Медуза. Jellyfish. Медуза. Медуза. Jellyfish. Ожилването от медуза може да бъде много опасно. A jellyfish sting can be very dangerous. Ожилването от медуза може да бъде много опасно. Омар. Lobster. Омар. Омар. Lobster. Омарът е върху скалата. The lobster is on the rock. Омарът е върху скалата. Morski rak. Crab. Morski rak. Morski rak. Crab. Двата морски рака вървят по една скала. The two crabs are walking on a rock. Двата морски рака вървят по една скала. Костенурка. Turtle. Костенурка. Костенурка. Turtle. Морската костенурка плува в морето. The sea turtle is swimming in the sea. Морската костенурка плува в морето. Well done! In this lesson, you expanded your vocabulary and learned 20 new useful words. Click the link in the description and sign up for free at BulgarianPod101.com to get access to the full list of vocabulary you need for daily life conversations. You will also get example sentences, custom flashcard decks, and more learning resources. See you next time! Довиждане!
Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Добро утро. Съжалявам, че закъснях.
Добро утро. Моля, седнете на мястото си.
Благодаря.
Кирил винаги закъснява. Нали?
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Добро утро. Good morning.
Добро утро. Добро утро. Съжалявам.
To be sorry.
Съжалявам. Съжалявам. Че.
That.
Че. Че. Моля.
Please.
Моля. Моля. Сядам.
To sit.
Сядам. Сядам. Място.
Seat. Place.
Място. Място. Благодаря.
Thank you.
Благодаря. Благодаря. Винаги.
Always.
Винаги. Винаги. Нали.
Right.
Нали. Нали.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Добро утро. Съжалявам, че закъснях.
Добро утро. Моля, седнете на мястото си.
Благодаря.
Кирил винаги закъснява.
Нали?
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson. Are you struggling to understand conversations in your target language? This video will improve your listening skills using practice dialogues. How do you know if your language skills are improving? Our team of teachers have designed a free quiz to determine your actual learning level. So click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for you. In this lesson, you'll listen to a dialogue with the text. Second, you'll review the key vocabulary, followed by the English translations. And finally, you'll review the dialogue with the text again to master what you learned. First, listen to the dialogue with the text on the screen.
Знаеш ли, трябва да си купя нови обувки за есента.
Ами, хайде да ходим заедно до мола в петък.
След лекции?
Да, нали не може да отсъстваме.
Ама как не ми се стои до 5 часа?
Няма начин.
Now you'll hear the key vocabulary, followed by the English translation.
Купувам.
To buy.
Купувам. Купувам. Нов.
New.
Нов. Нов. Обувка.
Shoe.
Обувка. Обувка. Есен.
Autumn.
Есен. Есен. Ходя.
To go. To walk.
Ходя. Ходя. Заедно.
Together.
Заедно. Заедно. Петък.
Friday.
Петък. Петък. Лекция.
Lecture.
Лекция. Лекция. Отсъствам.
To be absent.
Отсъствам. Отсъствам. Стоя.
To stay. To stand.
Стоя. Стоя.
Finally, let's review the dialogue again. See if you can understand more this time.
Знаеш ли, трябва да си купя нови обувки за есента.
Ами, хайде да ходим заедно до мола в петък.
След лекции?
Да, нали не може да отсъстваме.
Ама как не ми се стои до 5 часа?
Няма начин.
This is the end of the lesson. In this lesson, you improved your listening and mastered key vocabulary for everyday life conversation. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get your free assessment and unlock lessons that are right for your learning level. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Bulgarian ebook before it's gone.